Join your hosts, Violetta Strash with John L. Scott Kent North and Tina Lombard with Guaranteed Rate Affinity. They'll help you navigate the waters of our volatile real estate market and offer you some guidance on how to make your hard-earned money work to make your dreams come true. Learn about current trends, get tips on financial matters, and have fun, interactive discussions about your home inside and out. That's real estate and money.
This is a Rainier Avenue radio message on fentanyl awareness in our communities.
But this is a very apparent issue, and I don't really have a lot of information as a teacher to tell my student if they come to me with questions. And I feel it's my responsibility to be more aware if they do come to me with questions. So it seems like it's not an immediate concern for public schools in South King County to make that information readily available for families or even employees.
This has been a Rainier Avenue radio message on fentanyl in our communities.
Yeah. Rainier Avenue. Seattle's talk.
The U.S. Open has kicked off. We'll talk about that. And of course, our usual subjects, NFL and Major League Baseball and whatnot, right here, LidLine Sports on Rainier Avenue Radio. ¿Qué pasa, amigo, amigas? What's happening?
What'd you just say?
You heard me. Yeah, thank you. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to LidLine Sports on this beautiful Monday, hot, sweltering Seattle, Washington. Yeah, you don't hear that too often, but yeah, that's the deal. It is blazing up here, and folks is crying and complaining. I know O was. He was over here. He walked in crying. So, you know. It's all right, man. You'll be good. Don't worry about it. You've been to Phoenix how many times? In Sacramento, and you complaining about here? Man, come on, man. Anyway, OMC, me, I'm Pep. We here. What's happening, fellas?
Beautiful day in Seattle. Beautiful day in Seattle. Yeah, I actually was just in Sacramento. It's 100 degrees, so I'll take this. I will definitely take this.
Yeah.
MC?
He's just chilling.
You think you're in Hawaii? What's up? You in Waikiki?
Long day at work.
Oh, that's right.
You need us to just take over for the day? You just want to
you take over every day. I'm just here to appease you guys.
I'm here to watch Legends and work, man. Yeah,
what are you checking yourself out in the mirror? Yeah. So look, let's get right into the baseball. Because, you know, we are rounding third in August and sliding into home in September, the last month of the regular season. Right now, the Seattle Mariners are playing the San Diego Padres. And breaking news, Cal has hit number 50 already.
Yep. I got to watch it. That's why I was trotting in here a little later than I usually do.
Oh, that's why you were sweating. Okay.
It was 3-2, and I just wanted to see what was going to happen. And, man, smacked it to left field. Man, the from seeing Cal grow over these last 2-3 years, and you know, him being a sub 225 hitter to hitting 30 home runs to now batting 250, hitting 50 and home runs, and he's on pace to hit 60. There's not too many people in Major League history that have hit 60 home runs. So it sucks. And I mean, it's great for the Mariners because we know they're cheap selves. You know, he just signed he just signed his extension.
Shots fired.
But he's worth way more than what he signed. I think it was like 10 years, 100 mil or 90 million. And oh my gosh, man,
kicker.
He lost. I mean, and I get it. That's guaranteed money. You're safe. That's generational money. But man, just think if he didn't sign that. The Mariners, we'd be honestly probably talking about here if he's going to be back with the Mariners. Because he's probably worth $250 million.
Well, didn't he just sign an extension?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If he didn't sign it.
Oh,
I think
sorry.
I think
I'm
they'll-
still in the sun.
Yeah, I think they'll kick him down though. They'll give him some major incentives and bonuses
Oh,
because he's on MVP status right now.
yeah. He should be the favorite.
for the whole league.
Mhm.
I mean, and when you got a player like that, either you pay him, make him happy, so he can keep the team going like that.
That momentum, yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
Exactly.
No, I agree. And you spoke on him being the MVP. I think he is the favorite. I get it. What you call him? Aaron Judge is, sitting right behind him with I think about like 5 less home runs, but he's hitting like 320. Goodness gracious, a power hitter.
The guy gets there, he just
But the Mariners have the better record.
Mhm.
I think overall, Cal is still having a good enough season where I think he should be the favorite. And I do think one thing, and I get it. I know that it shouldn't necessarily be what I'm about to say, but I feel like if there is one sport where the MVP award can become repetitive, it is MLB baseball.
Yeah.
Ohtani wins it every year. You got the same players who win it every year. It's okay to recognize other players who are playing at elite statuses and putting up great numbers.
Mm-hmm.
I think it can get moved around, and I agree. I think that he should be the favorite as the Mariners are up 1-0 against the Padres right now.
Yeah, and the Padres have been playing pretty well. They got swept 2 weekends ago at LA, and then they basically they took 2 out of 3 back home at Petco against the Dodgers. So they have found themselves back on top with the Dodgers at 74-57 in the NL West.
They just scored.
2-1 now.
Yeah.
Padres.
Yeah, well, that figures.
That happened.
Yeah, that was quick.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens.
Who's pitching?
Bryce Miller.
Bryce Miller's second time back since getting back from injury.
Yep. So anyway, where am I? Oh, standings. I was going to tell you. Right now, like I said, the NL West is tied. The Brewers are up 5 now on the Cubs. So the Cubs have actually cut that down. It was up to 8 at one time. So the Cubs took 3 out of 5 last week against the Brewers. So that helped a lot. So, so they're kind of trying to creep up. So it's going to take, they got time, they still got a whole month to go in the season. So there is time. And then of course in the AL East, you got the Phillies that are up 7 games, but right now the Mets are up big. I think it was 10-3 the last time I checked. And so now they can cut it down to 6, 11-3. Okay. So the Mets has kind of gotten their act a little bit together, and thank you Mariners, because I think they're the ones that kicked it off, because they took the Mariners 2 out of 3 a weekend ago. So that's how that goes. And then of course the AL West, we all know that the Astros are up 2 games, sitting at over the Mariners, and Mariners desperately need to keep winning not only games but series. They can't afford to lose these series. They pulled one out yesterday against the A's, and they kind of bombarded them. Thank goodness, because boy, if they needed that big time, because Saturday was such a huge disappointment. Because we were listening to the game on the way home from the Josh Johnson show, and and it was 1-1 in the 9th, and Mariners, Julio came up, did nothing. 1, 2, 3, you're out, and then next thing you know, the A's score in the top of the 10th, and the Mariners can't answer in the bottom. So bases loaded too, and can't get anybody in. So they're only beating themselves, folks. They're only doing it to themselves. So if they can't do it, then I don't know what to tell you. The Tigers have found their way again after a little sluggish mid-July into early August. They found their way back, and now they're up 11 games again over the Guardians or Royals.
Yeah, the Guardians have fell all the way
off. They got swept recently.
Yeah.
They got smoked, so they're probably not a worry now.
No.
And then in the AL East, you got the Toronto Blue Jays still up. Red Sox and the Yankees are trying to stay within striking distance, but the Red Sox showed the Yankees what's up over the weekend, beating the heck out of us 2 out of 3.
Blanked them 1 game, right?
Yeah, blew them out 12-1 in another one. So, Yankees won 8-2 or 7-2 yesterday. Big deal. But they needed it more than the Red Sox did, so that helped. So that's the baseball in a nutshell as far as that's concerned to the moment. Like I said, there's a month left in the season, and so there's plenty of room for flip-flopping, first, second, third place, whatnot. So let's just hope that the Mariners can steady the ship and keep it rolling on the upward trend.
Look, you said it. The Padres are trying to win the NL West.
Mhm.
So they're not coming down here to play any games. All these games mean everything to them. So I hope the Mariners, just like they went down to the East Coast, they need to get some of that energy back and need to take this series just as such. Because if there is any team that is desperate to get over whatever little hump that they can, it is the Padres in winning the NL West over the Dodgers. And the Mariners are only 2 games back with the Astros taking off today.
Yeah, they can get it to a game and a half if they win tonight.
So they need. There's a saying that we say a lot, especially my brother Fred. You can't play with your food, man.
I like it. Yes.
This series and even every other series. I think they got the Guardians next out here, and they're not playing well. But like I said, we know the Mariners, and I've learned a lot from you guys.
That's the Mariners. This is how they drive me crazy. They get a team come in who's been awful, and they just make them. It's like Mariners means medicine in whatever language you want to attribute it to. I mean, seriously. They went to New York, played the Mets, who were downright terrible, and got them well. And I do not want to see the same thing happen. The Guardians come in here,
especially if they turn around. Let's say they get swept by the Mariners. By the Padres. Who knows where the morale is going to be? And the Indians,
bro, they can't afford to get swept.
They can't.
They need to play in playoff mode. They should have been playing in playoff mode like a lot of these other teams.
Well, it looks like Cal is, but nobody else is.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of these solo shots, man. I mean, except for yesterday, every home run they've had last week was solo. That is ridiculous.
Yeah. No.
Can you get some guys on base, please?
Can we get some Rebbies?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
That's why I think that's a good reason why the offense has been a little sputtering. It's because we're not bringing in runs. There's nobody on base.
You got to have traffic on the base pass. I mean, you got to take walks. If you got a bunt, single, whatever, do what you got to do to get on base. Especially if you're a guy that's a singles hitter, and your big weight, your heavy hitters are coming up behind you. Bunt the ball and get on base.
The problem is though. Everybody wants to be a long ball.
Exactly.
Instead of playing short ball,
right?
Like some of the teams that are doing. The Brewers are one of the best.
They are the best.
Short ball team, meaning they get runners on base before they start smacking them home runs.
Mm-hmm.
And now other teams are starting to. That's why if you look at, Mets 13-3, we got 9-0. The Braves beat the Guardians. 10-5, the Yankees beat the Nationals. 10-4, the Jays beat the Twins. White Sox 7-0 over the Kansas City Royals. Those scores are like that because they're getting runners on base and bringing them in.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter if the other team scores 4 or 5 points. You don't score 10, 11, 5. But the Mariners always have these players. I've watched game after game after game. And it's like, okay, we got 2 on, no outs. And what happens?
Swing and a miss. You're out.
Strike out, pop out.
Yeah.
And you know why? Because those batters that are coming up are trying to kill the ball.
Yes.
Instead of actually just get the ball in play.
Right.
Sacrifice fly is better than a pop-up or strikeout. But just get the ball in play and get those runners around. So you got 2 runners advancing with 1 out. Now you can score.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're always trying to kill the ball, then the next guy is coming. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be like Cal, and they strike out. Now you got 2 outs, 2 runners on, and the next guy comes in, and what does he do? Pop up, strike out, no run scored. And
well, the good news over the weekend is they finally we got we got Victor Robles back, right? Pending suspension, but you can play while you appeal. So if people are wondering why he's in the lineup, it's because he's appealing this suspension, and he's able to play while he appeals. And now, see, that's why baseball has the best, union, because they put that in there. Well, if we appeal, we can still go out there. That ain't happening in the NBA or NFL. Once you get suspended, you're done. So yeah, kudos to baseball for that. But anyway, Robles is back for now. And also they got rid of, finally were able to get rid of Dylan Moore.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man.
Time.
I mean,
It was about
he should have
time.
been gone.
Right.
I mean, the brother had 2 hits since May. I
Yeah.
could do that.
I never understood the consistency. I know that he plays all over, outfield, infield, but I think it was a long time doing. I know he's a fan favorite. Good
I
guy
know
in the
for a
locker
fact
room.
if we had 2 weeks of batting practice, right, and then they put you out there to hit DH, I know I can get 2 hits before from May to now.
You put me out there and you pay me bare minimum. If I don't get a hit, I'm gonna make sure the ball hits me. So at least I get on
Get on
base.
base.
I'm gonna get on base.
Oh,
Step in front of the
I'm
man.
not gonna just sit up there and get 2 hits. I got hit twice and I got on base. Now bring me in.
I can get 3 hits, man, from May to August. Come on, man. It's crazy. And he's a pro.
He's a pro.
You know, and look, people will say hitting the baseball is the hardest thing in sports. And I disagree. To me, it's not, because there's too many guys that can do it. There's thousands of players that can do it.
In a sense, it is the hardest thing of the game.
Individually, I
Yes,
guess.
Individually
Yeah.
watching, because I've played it. Individually watching because you never know what's coming out of that pitcher's hand.
Right.
So you got to be able to watch.
Unless you're the Astros.
or the Brewers.
Yeah.
But you got to watch that pitch coming out of that hand and then time it just right. And it could be a sinker or a curve or a fastball. And
I don't know. I just think playing quarterback, proficient, being a great quarterback in the NFL, to me, that's the hardest, because you got to read defense. You got to do, you got to read. You got to look at your first read, second read, third read, whatever. You got to do all that in seconds.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just
Gotcha.
saying in baseball,
I mean, it's a debate.
It is
right.
the hardest.
It's an honest
It
debate.
is the hardest thing to do, because catching a fly ball, that people think that's easy. Get your butt out there and track a fly ball.
Yeah, I've gotten hit in the nose a couple times.
Right. Or
misreading.
Are you running to it, and the next thing you know, it's going over your head?
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
And people don't understand this aspect of baseball. Even catching a grounder that's coming at you. It's not easy.
Right. You hit that rock. It hits a rock or a pebble or something.
Yeah, or you don't get down low enough and it goes right past you.
Yeah.
Make you look
That's
like
Bill Buckner.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Good stuff.
Each sport has its little intricacies that makes it really hard. But I agree. In all sports, quarterback is really one of the hardest, because you got not only run your offense, but you got to know the defense and be able to read it. That's why a lot of players can't just go straight from college right into the league and be a star. They can look good in pro football, but baseball, you could come out of the minors and be a okay player and really shine if you just learn how to track the ball and you hustle. You can make some. And in the NBA, it's the same thing. You could come from the G League or from college,
high school.
Yeah.
High school. And if you got game, you know how to play.
Yeah, that's probably the easiest jump out of all 3 sports.
Right.
Is
For sure.
Right.
Definitely. Because
no knocks on all the professionals.
No, not at all.
But before we get off of baseball, I want to talk about the Women's Pro Baseball League. Did you guys hear about that or see that?
I did.
I did not.
Yeah, so they started.
It'll be the first time since 1954.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
They had their tryouts, and it was kind of cool seeing I forget her name, the black pitcher that was shining in.
From Connecticut.
Yes.
I can't think.
And now
I know she went to HBC.
she's trying out, and then she was saying how good this is for, so now there was a debate going on that I want to bring up real quick to you guys. So my homeboy at work was just saying he doesn't think it's a good thing, because just like the WNBA, it takes time, these women. But I think it's a good thing, because now you're giving females that are high school or college softball players the avenue to go to propel themselves to play in a professional sport.
Wholeheartedly.
So in that aspect, I think it's just like, okay, I'll give you an analogy. Soccer. Women's soccer was nothing really. And then all of a sudden they propelled, and now women's soccer is almost better than men's soccer. Because if you look at the U.S. men's team and the U.S. women's team,
women's team is way superior.
who's won more championships?
Women.
The women, because once they get involved, and the WNBA is coming up. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, it's going to be super special in the coming years.
And they got I've watched videos of younger girls. I'm talking about 9, 10 that are being inspired by some of these.
Absolutely.
And they're balling. They're balling so much that they could out-hoop guys. I'm glad they wasn't around when I was a kid.
I'm telling you.
They embarrass me. I'd be like, oh man.
Well, I mean, women's softball in college is pretty popular.
Oh, it is.
Oh,
yeah. It's good to see that they're getting a platform on the
High
professional
school.
level.
I can't hit them.
Yeah.
High school women's softball is man, have you watched the game ever live?
I don't think I have watched it.
Oh my God. Them chicks that pitch that ball is singing.
Yeah.
And
I can't hit that.
And the girls that are batting, they be clunking it out. And I'm thinking, and some of the plays they make, it's really cool. So to convert it to now to start this women's pro baseball league I think it's going to be an interesting, good thing. You know?
Hey, I'm all for it.
I am too.
And I seen a video recently that one of the original women from back in the 50s that played she's the only one alive, was at the tryouts in the dugout.
That's awesome.
Giving
And
inspiration
of course it's inspired by, the movie back in the day, League of Their Own, which was actually a true story about women organizing baseball back in the World War II years. And then it lasted all the way until 1954 when it ended. So, that's a good thing. It's about time. It's 70 years later. Now it's bringing, but whatever.
It's time.
Now, absolutely.
So let me ask you guys another thing. What do you think about this? So when you have a player like Venus Williams, I'm going to use her because the U.S. Open started in it.
Oh, good. Yep.
And
She
lost.
Yeah.
She lost and she got her butt kicked. Don't you think it's time for her to retire? Honestly.
I think when it comes to legends and they go in their own time. I have no problem.
She retired and then now she's coming back.
I have no problem with
sign.
No, I have no problem with being still playing. I think when it comes to those guys, like I said, the legends, it's the love of the game still, and wanting to still play at a high level.
As long as they don't embarrass themselves.
Yes,
right.
That's
if she's embarrassing, that's a different story. I didn't.
Embarrassing.
Okay. Well, I didn't know.
She won the first set 6-3 or something like that. Lost the second set 6-1, and then lost the third set 6-7. My thing is,
that's not embarrassing.
Well, she's out, but my thing is this: when Michael Jordan, being the iconic player that he was, retired and came back and realized that it's over with, what did he do? He bowed out. He just said, "I'm done." He made the money. He stayed out. Even when he played baseball, right? He knew he wasn't that good. He was okay, and he bowed out. Retired from basketball. Then he tried to go back, and then it just didn't pan out. So he just said, "I'm done." Okay, and so that for me, when you look at a player, I mean, I love her. She's did a lot for women's tennis. But my thing is, when players get to that stage, you do more damage to your image when that'd be like Brady saying, "Okay, I'm coming back," or Aaron Rodgers if he retired and then he came back. You look at a player.
How old is Venus?
45.
She's 45.
My mom says she should be playing I guess there's a 45 and
senior.
Right. Your mom is right. Thank you, Rhonda. You're right.
Senior circuit.
Yeah, because it's like, come on. It takes away from her great years.
Maybe something like this to get her to realize.
I just think because she's. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, because, superstars don't know that it's over.
Right.
Because when you're used to all the accolades and just being good your entire life.
Right.
From the time you started until that it's over.
Right.
You are the last to know.
Right.
Always. Willie Mays, for example, in 1973, bro, he should have been retired in probably 1971. But, he was embarrassing out there for the Mets in outfield. And it's terrible because now people bring that up.
Right.
I don't like that.
Exactly.
I get that. I get that.
But I know what you're saying. And if you were an athlete, Kevin, you never want to quit.
No, I don't want to quit. But
I remember that time me and you went shooting around in West Seattle. That time?
Yes.
And the day after I called you, I said, "Man, are you sure?" You said, "Man, heck double hockey sticks yet. And you know, the next day, you know what I did? I took all my basketballs out of my car, put them in the basement, and I said, I'm not doing this.
I'm done.
I said, that's when me and Pepe knew we
Done.
were done.
I mean, we were just shooting around. Oh, come on, man. We were like, nah, we're
The next
done.
day, I called him. I said, man, my neck
We're
hurts,
done.
my arm hurts, my legs hurt.
But I did shoot around when I went on the cruise a couple years ago, right? Because it was nothing to do, and Dee was doing, I don't know, something that I probably wasn't interested in. I don't remember. She probably remembers, but I don't. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna go shoot. What the heck? I started shooting, and the ship was fine. It wasn't rocking or nothing.
Yeah.
Man, I was terrible. I was like, man, I was looking around. I was like, man, I hope nobody's watching this.
You probably said to yourself out loud, man, I wish I learned how to play basketball.
No, shit. Man, I was like, this is not me. I mean, I'm not used to this. I used to hit, 60, 70% of my shot just shooting around, right? I'm not talking about a game. But, and I was like, I was airballing free throws. I was like, who is this? Yeah, that's what I said. Okay, I'm done. And I haven't picked up a ball since.
I just think that Venus is just such a pioneer when it comes
Absolutely.
to tennis that I'm okay with her going whenever she wants. It's almost like, I guess we can make the same argument for Tiger Woods. Maybe it's been time for him to go a while back. But when he's
next.
golfing, he's still box office. People are still coming to watch him. And I'm okay with him going when he is ready to go to as well. But I get it. I see you guys, especially when it comes to their legacy and you remember.
Well, you know who's next?
Years.
LeBron. But, he's still averaging 20 a game, which is crazy. But I think
Bron will know.
It will happen because Father
know.
Time is unbeaten.
Yeah.
So it will happen. We just don't know when. And I hope it's soon, only because, come on, man. Jeez.
We're talking about the U.S. Open real quick. I
Mm-hmm.
know break's coming up. So, in the first time in history, a Filipino has won first match in the first round.
Awesome.
That is cool.
Alexandra Ela, E-A-L-A,
Mm-hmm.
ranked number 75, beat a player from Denmark who's ranked 14, Clara T-A-U-S-O-N.
And where's Ela ranked?
She's ranked number 75.
Okay.
But she beat her 6-3 and lost the second set 6-2,
Mm-hmm.
and then won the third set 7-6.
Nice.
So, and I got those mixed up because Venus lost the first set 6-3,
won the
second one 6-2, and then lost
6-1. Yep.
Okay.
So that last set losing 6-1, that's kind of a telltale sign.
Legs.
Legs, just overall body.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah,
So I just
absolutely.
wanted to get that.
Oh no, I'm glad you did, man, because
that's
Good debate. Good
Huh?
debate. Good debate.
Yeah.
It was good talk.
Awesome. Good stuff.
I mean,
All right, so we're up against it, but so when we come back, we're gonna get into the W, of course.
Oh yeah.
And of course, I want because that's heating up as well. And NFL preseason's done, so now 2 weeks, the regular season. So all that and more, LidLine Sports, Rainier Avenue Radio.
Your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
A message from Public Health Seattle, King County. Wildfire smoke is bad for everyone's health. Children and teens, older adults, pregnant people, and people with heart and lung conditions like asthma are more sensitive to smoke. Go to airnow.gov or use your weather app to check the air quality outside. When there is smoke outside, close your windows and doors and clean your indoor air using an air purifier. If you need to go outside, wear an N95 or KN95 mask. For more information, visit kingcounty.gov/wildfire smoke.
Hello, I'm Tony Young, and every week I will be your guide to the music of the Fab Four with my show With the Beatles. John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr, those four lads from Liverpool. First airings are Tuesday night from 7 to 9 p.m. with repeats on Thursdays and Saturdays from 8 to 10 a.m. right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. Tune in to catch Beatlemania.
Atlantic Street Center has been serving the children, youth, and families of the Seattle-King County area since 1910. We partner with families and communities to raise healthy, successful children and youth through services including counseling, early learning, youth development, domestic violence, and education support for school-aged children. Committed to serving the African American community, Atlantic Street Center provides services and support for all marginalized people. Learn more at AtlanticStreetCenter.org.
Hey y'all, it's Traffic Jam with Kareem.
Thursday at 4 p.m.
Hey, Traffic Jam. Rainier Avenue Radio, down with the FC. Don't miss out what's popping with Crackers Shannon. It's your boy, Cream the Dream, on another beautiful week on here on Traffic Jam in Seattle. I hope you guys doing what you're supposed to do, being you're supposed to be. I got a good show for y'all, a lot to talk about. You know, Kareem the Dream, keep up with everything.
Get your entertainment news with Kareem on the Traffic Jam, Thursday at 4 p.m.
A new law is helping people save more money on prescription drug costs. You may also be able to save with Medicare's Extra Help program. Your premium cost can be zero and your out-of-pocket expenses are low. Who should apply? Single individuals earning less than $23,000 a year or married couples earning less than $31,000 a year. Even if you don't think you qualify, you should still check out this program. Visit ssa.gov/extra help. Medicare costs are covered by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
I'm Paul Pearson, host of Star Time. And when I'm not cooking up a batch of my famous wood-flavored chicken, I'm listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
I went over a friend's house to eat, and the food just ain't no good.
Welcome back to the second half of the show. My man MC, my man O, I'm Pep. Yeah, we are international because I did some Spanish to start the show, so I got you some German. No, that was German. To come back for the second half. This guy, he's so hilarious. Oh my God! Hey man, did you guys know that college football is back?
Yes, sir.
Yes, some football over the weekend. College. Oh, did you know something about that?
Yeah,
you don't know nothing about that.
Oh man, I told you I'm college football. I'm gonna be able to get up with y'all this fall
It's one of my
and
favorite
winter.
sports besides college basketball. So let's hear it all.
We already had an upset in Ireland.
I know.
Number 22 Iowa State beat Kansas State.
Did you watch it?
I watched a little bit of it.
I watched it.
Did you?
Yeah, it was good, man. It was a good battle, and Iowa put it to him, man. And then I watched a little bit of the Kansas State. Was it Kansas State?
Kansas put it on Fresno State. The night game was Stanford and Hawaii. Hawaii squeaked out one, and yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. But we know the big dogs are coming out to play this weekend. It's gonna be really fun. Starting out at the top, you got Texas versus Ohio State this weekend.
Oh man, they just starting off with a boop bang.
So that'll be one versus. I like how y'all did the little twin thing together.
Hey, we just, it was. Trust me, it was not planned. Yeah.
Too much.
I'm telling you.
Who y'all got winning? Who y'all got winning that game?
Well, they've had Texas number one since the season ended last year.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. So I'm gonna have to go with Texas. That's just my
Where's
guess.
the game at?
Game is at, I want to say Ohio State. And the Horseshoe.
I take the home team.
Yeah, I see that.
Because they're ranked number 3.
Mm-hmm.
And that is going to be a rowdy place.
Exactly.
Is Arch starting?
Arch is starting.
That's why I asked. If it was in Texas, I would, of course, Texas, because it gets rowdy there too. Because Texas is a football mecca. But when you go to Ohio State or Oklahoma,
you better have your A+ game on. For sure.
Nebraska, places like that, you better be coming with your A+.
I'll stick with what I said just for the heck of it. Texas. You got Ohio State. That's cool.
Only reason why I'm still leaning towards Texas to Ohio State, will have a redshirt freshman quarterback. That is a really
watch him be dynamite. Watch him like
that is why I'm
watch him make Arch Manning look like a scrub. 35 for 40 for 517 yards, 6 TDs.
That is funny.
Yes.
Your UW Huskies, they'll be playing
Montana State?
Colorado State.
Colorado State.
And what
Yes.
pisses me off about that
Rams.
is the 8 o'clock game.
Yeah.
It's so late? Why they keep playing these late games?
I don't know.
But I think Huskies should win that game.
I would hope so. I mean, I think it'll be a little closer than what people think it's going to be, but yeah, that game should be. I know you guys were saying that. Well, I know MCU was saying that UW will be a little better than what people think this year.
Yes.
How do you think they'll fare in the Big Ten this year?
I think they're prepared to win, to do damage in the Big Ten, because last year they got their feet wet, gave them all off season to prepare, coaches and players, and some of those players, we've all played sports, and when a team beats you, every year we played at Mercer. I'll give you an example. Every year we played at Mercer, we were undefeated. And every time we stepped on the court, we had their target on our back, especially at the beginning of the season. The first 3 games were brutal. And if we didn't win in a
blowout,
we were in trouble. The next practice, he had us run.
Bro, if we didn't blow that team out,
shooting free.
Oh my God.
It was
we got it from the coach. We got it from our peers in the lunchroom.
Yes. Players.
Oh, why you let that little so-and-so, he crossed you.
No, we can say it's.
I'm like, dude, they're the same age I am. They might be as good. I don't know.
That was because we had the target. So now that the Huskies have got their feet wet and they're ready. Everybody wanted to, put them down. I think they're going to do some damage this year in the Big Ten.
I hope so.
I don't know too much about UW, so I will be leaning on you guys, and I will be watching this Saturday. I'm going to say that my championship, it's early, so I'm going to go back and say it's going to be this rematch of week 1 of Texas, Ohio State. I think those are the 2 best. Now, I'm hearing great things about Penn State. I heard that number 2 is not a fluke. They brought back a lot of players. They have probably a Heisman favorite in their quarterback. So I'm not going to sleep on them as well. But I'm also hoping ex-UW coach Kalen DeBoer and Alabama, they got Florida State. I'm still hoping nothing but bad for them, because I still hate – it leaves a bad taste in my mouth how he still left UW. Even though I get it, it's Alabama. But I don't hope that Alabama does well.
All the top 10 teams are pretty dominant in the standings. You got Texas, Penn State, Ohio State, Clemson, Georgia, Notre Dame, Oregon, Alabama, LSU, and Miami. The top.
Those are always the big football names.
And I'm a Miami fan. Other than UW.
They got Carson Beck from. Or who did they get from Georgia? Quarterback.
Yeah.
Miami.
Yes.
Yeah, I forget. His name. Yeah. That tells you how much I've followed.
I didn't mean to put you on blast.
But listen, I still like the U. Come on now.
Carson Beck. Yes, Carson Beck. I was all right. Okay. I was all right.
Yeah, not Johnny Carson.
But also you got to watch out for teams like South Carolina, Illinois, Michigan. They always do damage. And Arizona State there. But as we seen, what happened to Stanford, Hawaii beat them. So any given Sunday or Saturday, it could be you come with your A game, and the other team just comes in there, it's a rollover and get the shot.
Stanford got caught down on Hotel Street. That's what happened. Hanging out. If you don't know about Hotel Street, just ask somebody. Honolulu. Yeah.
That's gonna be one of the best games out this weekend. Is the game you just Ohio. Texas.
What day? Saturday, right?
That is Saturday.
Saturday at 9
a.m. So it's the morning. So
big noon.
Go right into
Saturday. I love big noon.
Right
Even though it's 9 a.m. here, big noon on the
LSU versus
East Coast.
Clemson, though. That's
gonna be a good game too.
Where's that at?
That's in Clemson.
Ooh.
4:30 Saturday night.
Ooh.
I may not leave my house on Saturday. I may not.
Check this out: Notre Dame versus Miami.
Oh.
In Miami.
Oh.
So those are the top three games I think that are going to be happening this Saturday.
Okay.
Even though everybody has their favorite teams that like we're Husky fans,
Right.
So we're going to be rooting for.
Do you have another team? Because like I said, I like the Huskies, of course, and then Miami's my other team.
I like Miami.
Okay.
Me, I'm partial to Florida.
Okay. What about you? You got another team?
I think it's just gonna be for me, and I know it's so cliche. It's just gonna be cool, and I just can't wait to see Arch Manning in his full first season as a starting quarterback. Let's see if he is who everybody says he is. So that's why I am looking forward to.
Okay, cool.
Isn't there another quarterback in college that his father was a pro and he's coming out?
Probably several. To be honest,
you could be right. I can't.
Yeah,
I saw an ad or a video, and it was a quarterback. I'll tell you. Keep going. Keep going. I'll see what.
So you got anything else, brother? On that?
No, and also, I'm looking forward to hopefully and seeing. I'm still gonna ride for Deion Sanders and Colorado Buffs, and hopefully, they can have a good season as well. So I'll be looking out for them.
Exactly.
All right, cool. Good to know. Now, since we just talked about college, we got to go right into the pro circuit. A lot going on, pro-wise. Cuts are being made. And a surprise cut, and trades. Breaking news trade earlier before we got on the air. Kenny Pickett of the Cleveland Browns and Philly and Pittsburgh was sent to the Raiders. So I didn't see the intricacies of the deal, but so he will now be a Las Vegas Raider to back up Geno. I know the Raiders had Aiden O'Connell as backup, and he played a whole lot, if you remember, when the Seahawks played them. He's been in the league for 6-7 years, so he's a vet.
I think he got hurt.
Huh?
I think he got hurt.
Oh,
which is why they went.
Well, there you go.
Uh-huh.
See, I don't follow Raiders, So, but anyway, and then another surprise, and it's kind of unfortunate what happened with Shiloh Sanders being waived by Tampa. And he got into a fight, threw a punch, got kicked out, and Tampa said, "You're out of here."
And he shouldn't have even gotten thrown out the game for that. It should have been unsportsmanlike conduct on both guys. Next one out, because the whole film shows both of them tugging and pulling. He hit him in the helmet area first. Then he swung back. He's the one who got caught. But I think that could have been handled much better by the refs. Yep.
And take a deeper look. Instead, both of you guys are ejected.
Or I just think unsportsmanlike when let them. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, offsetting. Sure. So, well, hopefully he'll get picked up.
I hope so.
But in his
he hasn't
defense,
already.
Like you were saying, the team should have looked at that video and seen that that's not something you want to penalize a player for.
No.
He's playing with high energy, and somebody hits you.
Now, was he borderline of getting cut anyway?
Probably.
And that might have been the last straw. I don't know. Right. So that's something. But hopefully he'll catch on somewhere, practice squad somewhere, and then be able to continue his career. Because, I root for him. Deion's sons. I want them to do well because, they get enough flack just for being Deion's sons. So,
And it is Archie Manning that you because I seen a video of him and he's throwing it. So I'm just reading the article. Will Archie Manning live up to all the hype?
Oh, sure.
Ohio State. So that's going to be a big test.
Yep. So the last preseason game were played over the weekend. The Seahawks played the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau, and they took a 20-7 L. Jalen Milroe played the entire game as promised. He had 3 fumbles, threw a touchdown late in the game. But I just want to say this. There's a big difference between being an elite SEC player and an elite league like the SEC in college football, who probably hands down everybody would say is the best in football, in amateur football, right? And I keep hearing all these great SEC teams. These great SEC teams can go up against the worst NFL team and give them.
I used to say that.
Give them a battle. And this proves right here, Jalen Milroe, that even though he was an elite quarterback in the SEC, and he was, the difference, the transition from that to the NFL is huge because he wasn't playing against starters, folks. He was playing against second and third stringers. Now, Green Bay did have a few starters in because I did see Romeo Doubs in there, right, on offense, and I seen a couple of other starters on defense in there. But the Seahawks had third string O-line, okay? So, and look, there's a huge difference because he couldn't do nothing.
Yeah, the speed of the game is night and day.
Yeah.
College to pro.
It is huge.
Yeah, and they players come from the SEC find that out real fast.
Yeah.
When they're and even not even the SEC alone. There's other players that have came into the league and really rated high and got a rude awakening.
Abdul Carter got a rude awakening a couple weeks ago. He got
quarterback for the Bears.
He got what? Caleb. He's
Caleb?
still getting.
Yeah,
he's still getting beat up.
But I mean, he's got a rude awakening. He was dominating in college and got into the league.
And it's interesting that the Bears just gave Tyler Bagent, their backup quarterback, a nice extension. So it's like, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying they realize that Caleb might be getting beat up, and we better invest in this guy right now. Yeah, absolutely.
Look, there's been quarterbacks in this era that had success at a young age. There's been a lot of quarterbacks too that struggled coming into the league, and so people, when it comes, especially Seahawks fans, when it comes to Jalen Milroe, you have to have patience. It's really hard. You just said earlier in the show, it's hard to play and learn the quarterback position.
How many years did Mahomes have to sit?
Yeah.
Mahomes. We're talking about Mahomes.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers had to sit 3 years.
Yes.
Brady had to
And
sit.
you know how they got their break? Not injured.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's usually the case. They sit there, they watch, they learn, and when they get their shot, they're ready. They're hungry and they're ready to go.
Milroe will be fine.
He will be fine.
And look, he learned he better take care of the ball. 3 fumbles.
Exactly.
You can't do that.
There's some teams that just amaze me though that they don't seem to learn. And I hate to harp on it, but
Cleveland.
Steelers. What are you doing with Rudolph and Aaron Rodgers? Come on.
Yeah.
Dolphins.
I can't disagree.
Look, I'm gonna talk about my team, Dolphins. I watched the game and I had to change it. I watched bare knuckle fight.
Wow.
Miami they started their whole first string offense against a second string and maybe 1 or 2 starters, but mainly second stringers, third stringers. And they had to play him all the way till halftime for him to really do anything.
Oh,
and it's like, and we were wondering, like, man, you take it. Each down he plays, he could get injured. And finally, they took him out.
I know.
And it was like,
He gets a concussion if you pour water in his head.
You guys talking about Tua?
yeah. It's like, but you gotta, when you're playing against, he's a veteran. There's no way he should be playing against second and third stringers and not dominating. Get in and get out, like what's his name did for
Like Darnold did against Kansas City.
Yeah, but not just Darnold. Yeah, he did for Kansas City, but this game yesterday where or Sunday, yes, or Saturday, where they played the starter. Oh my God, I was watching a little bit of it. Go ahead, keep talking.
Yeah.
Didn't somebody get paid too?
Who?
Terry McLaurin.
Yes. Terry McLaurin got an extension that he's looking for 3 years. I didn't see the numbers. Did you see the numbers?
90, something like that.
Ooh-wee.
See, that's why I think I tried to have this conversation with you guys a few weeks ago. It's totally different in the NFL when it comes to NBA. When a player comes out and asks for a trade, it never happens. It's more so putting pressure on the front office to get their money. So that's why.
Well, the Commanders just traded Brian Robinson to the Niners. So I wonder if Brian Robinson went up to Debo and said, "Hey, can you give me some insight on?" Man, but anyway, so you that should have been a clue that something was happening with Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry. I love that guy. I love him. Yeah, I've always wanted the Seahawks to try and finagle him, but that ain't gonna happen. But anyway, oh well. But I like what we have.
It is what it is.
I didn't like what I saw Saturday, but like I said, Saturday was just getting guys to see for other teams what they can get, and then also who is going to solidify themselves to be on the practice squad. So you're going to have 16 players on the practice squad. So even though your lineup is at 70, it's 69 to 70 guys that you're actually looking to keep. So tomorrow's the big cut day where everybody gets down to 70. 53 for active roster and then 70 for practice squad and plus emergency.
I got a question. How many weeks until Shedeur Sanders is starting for the Cleveland Browns?
He might not, because the game I was watching was the Browns. Was it the Browns
and Gabriel? You was watching Gabriel?
Yeah.
Dylan Gabriel?
All three of them played.
I was watching the Browns versus the Rams. And who does Flacco play for?
Browns.
The Browns.
So he played a series.
He's going to start.
Drove him right down, put it in the end zone, and then tell him take your helmet off.
Yeah.
So when you have a quarterback that's of that caliber, like that's what I was kind of comparing to Tua. They're supposed to just drive the ball down, put it in, and forget all the smoking. I hate to say it, but that's what Geno did with the Raiders. He drove them right down and did what he needed to do, and then they took him out and let the other players play.
I think the depth chart right now is Flacco, Dylan Gabriel, then Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah, that's why I said it. He might not get to start this year unless some injuries happen.
What do you think, Pep?
Yeah, you guys nailed it. I ain't got nothing other than that.
Okay.
Yeah, Flacco's 57 though, so he's
on the verge.
Yeah, so boy, Gabriel and Shedeur better get their helmets ready. That's all I'm saying. So telling you, and then Philly, they made a trade. I forgot who they got though. I had it in my head. Now I done forgot. They picked up somebody. Philly.
They picked up a quarterback.
Who did they pick up?
Oh my God.
Oh, gone it. See, what the heck?
Everybody, we just been enjoying the sun.
I know. It gets to you. It gets to you. It gets to you, man.
Sam Howell got traded.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Vikings signed,
Vikings shipped him off to.
And they signed Carson Wentz.
Yeah, I don't know what Minnie's doing. Bro, I do not understand that at all. But, I mean, was Sam Howell that bad?
You think Mixon being hurt for the Texans is going to hurt them?
Yeah, because he's going to be out for 4 games, minimum.
It's huge.
Yeah.
And then I was hearing that teams always try to cover it up, but I was watching a little bit of the 49er game, and they were like, McCaffrey's injured, but he should play the first game. But that's a bad sign.
But they got multiple injuries on the wide receivers. That's why they had to pick up Robinson. Well, he's a running back, but
that's what my point is, though, as far as injuries. Look at Walker. I don't have no faith in Walker.
None.
He played one preseason game because they said he was injured, but he'll be ready for the regular season. So if you're injured for the whole preseason and turnouts, and then come regular season and your MO is injury.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I think I'm leaning more towards injury.
I'm just glad we got Charbonnet.
Yeah.
And Helani.
Yes.
Yeah. And then, man, look, that Jacadia Wright. Ooh,
yes.
We could put him on special teams, kick return, because that guy is elusive. Yeah. And so, I like Martina. Man, they got some tough jobs, man. But, some of those guys are going to be on the practice squad, I'm hoping, And then, of course, you can keep 3 untouchables. Right. So, so that's
interesting.
So my untouchable, and then there's, in the wide receiver, you got Cody White. It's like, oh, my God. It's almost like, well, Bobo got a concussion, so you could probably put him on IR for the first couple of games and bring in Cody White because he was great.
He was.
Yeah, I mean, he looked like he's balling. He's ready.
Rhonda asked, are the Cowboys winning the Super Bowl this year?
What Cowboys? The rodeo Cowboys or the Cowboys?
The Fort Worth Cowboys? Is that a G League NFL? The GNFL? Oh my God! No. Are you kidding? No.
I mean, for me, as far as the NFL is, Flacco's, he's done. Wentz is done.
Oh.
You got these quarterbacks that keep going down the line. They're done. They're just getting a paycheck, and they're not really. there's always a team that's trying to sprinkle
Hey,
dust on players.
real quick, because I want to try and get into some W.
Go ahead.
Real quick, who's your surprise team in the NFL?
NFL?
One surprise team. And you think about it too. Hurry up. You got 10 seconds. All right. Oh, who's your surprise team?
Surprise.
Yep.
Panthers.
Okay. I like it. Me, it's the G-Men. Oh, Broncos are not a surprise, but
See,
okay, I'll give it
hard
to
to
you.
find a surprise.
I'll give it to you. I'll go with the G-Men.
I like the way Charlotte played towards the end of the season last year. So.
Okay. All right, let's get into some W real quick. The Storm, they're 2 games over. They had a bad August, to be honest. It was terrible. Losing at home, couldn't win on the road. It's like, man, what's going on? Yeah.
How many teams make the playoffs in WNBA? 6? Right?
8, I think.
8? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're in a precarious position right now.
They're 6th right now.
Yeah, they're 20-18, but they can drop, so.
But I think they won't drop because, as you said, what's her name played great yesterday, and she's heating up.
Well, NECA, she won the game.
Right.
You've seen the shot. Yeah, that was a tough shot. Malonga. Yeah, she had 22 in one game, and then she had 17 yesterday. Thank goodness. Yeah.
She's heating up.
I think we all came into the season thinking it was only going to be maybe a 3-team race between Minnesota, Las Vegas, and New York.
Yes.
It ain't that.
No.
There are about 4 or 5 teams who can compete
Phoenix
for the finals. Phoenix, Atlanta, Minnesota, Las Vegas, New York, and if we've seen Seattle
New York's
play
been a little shaky.
Yes, you're right.
They've been shaky. New York. The one who beat them? Oh, the Dream. Atlanta blew them out.
They have been without Breonna Stewart. But yes, they have been shaky, and Minnesota's been out.
And plus, they've been without Ionescu too.
Yes, they have. So
that's the excuse. It's valid.
It is. No, you're right.
It's
100% agree.
Yeah.
I can't not say though, them being without the best.
Out west, the scary team is the Sparks. That's who the Storm got to look out for. Sparks and the Aces.
Yeah, and then we had somebody put up some numbers.
Oh,
get out of here.
Paige Beckers broke the league scoring record for this year at 44.
And remember, before this girl tore her ACL in college, she was the phenomenon. It wasn't the Caitlin's and Angel Reese. It was her. She was this next up. So do not be so surprised about what she's doing in the league. She was destined for this. So she is definitely one of the top.
Well, I'm glad she did it the game before they played the Storm. Because the Storm played them right after that, and the Storm beat them by 35, and she only had 11. So that,
I agree with Rhonda because Pepe's been saying that a long time that the Storm need a new coach.
Yeah.
Time.
It is time.
It's time.
Yep, it is what it is, unfortunately.
Who? I mean, I guess we'll figure that out.
Yeah. Yeah, what's going to happen, at the end of the season.
Having one available is 2 different.
Yeah, for sure. All right, everybody, thank you for listening. Look, next week next week is Labor Day. We will not be here, so there's no show next week. So we will see you in 2 weeks.
I should have gave us extra.